What's up, people? Welcome back to Give a Shift. Welcome back to the weekly show as well. Today is going to be, again, a little short video. Thank you for tuning in, as always, to the weekly show here. Every Monday comes out at 7 a.m. Central Time here in the United States here. So, yeah, cool. Anyway, let's get into the show. So, first thing we got for today, there is an enormous bird poop in my rear windshield, or my rear window. So first thing we're talking about today is Fiat Chrysler automobiles. So FCA. FCA is kind of the whole governing body that owns the whole Chrysler group, Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat, Maserati, Ferrari, all of those, right? So they're kind of coming under fire lately because they kind of had another little scandal, kind of like the Dieselgate scandal that Volkswagen has, and with their diesels. So they have V6 diesels in their Jeep Grand Cherokees and in the Dodge Ram 1500s. So they were also investigated for having defeat devices in these cars. Now, what this means is basically when the EPA is testing these cars, something is changed in the car to make it have a better fuel economy. Now, Sergio Marchionne, the CEO overseeing FCA, has been very adamant ever since this kind of broke in January, this whole news, has been very adamant that they are not defeat devices, but they are kind of programming in the car to help the car and help the engine under certain loads, you know, to protect the engine apparently under certain load. Now, take that as you will, but that is what he has said. So now FCA is about to they've been kind of all right, dude, that's fine. They've been in talks with the EPA. There were things saying that the EPA was gonna file a lawsuit against FCA, but now there has been a couple of new progressions through this whole little news thing here. FCA is about to submit some cars for testing. Okay, Anthony. They're about to submit some cars for testing to the EPA so they can make sure that everything's good, and is exactly what they're saying, that they're not lying or anything like that. Now, this could be a really big deal. You guys have kind of seen how Dieselgate has affected Volkswagen. They have estimated that Volkswagen has had to pay an estimated $24 billion, that's right, billion dollars, to various governments across the world because of this whole emissions scandal. Now, this hasn't, I mean, only affected these two companies. I mean, Ford had this a while back, so did, what's it called, Hyundai, and, oh my, and actually Mitsubishi in Japan also just admitted to doing this as well. So this isn't anything new to the automotive industry. It's just, yeah, these companies are kind of under investigation. So I guess we'll see what kind of comes out of that. Anyway, next thing we have for the day, we're talking about the new BMW M5. So if you guys don't know, BMW is about to release their new M5, their big, fast sedan. Let me around. It's our new big sedan that currently makes somewhere around in the ballpark of about 600 horsepower. Now, the new one is going to debut, not really debut, but it's going to come with basically the same engine setup, 4.4 liter V8, twin turbo, making around 600 horsepower and like 550 foot-pounds of torque, something like that, in that ballpark. But the real big notable thing about this new M5 is that it has a thing called the MX Drive. So M for M Performance, so M5, and the X Drive is their all-wheel drive system that BMW has. Now, the cool thing about this system is that this all-wheel drive system can actually change from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive, like purely rear-wheel drive. Not like 20% up front and 80% in the back, but like full 100% power thrown to the back wheels. Now, this is kind of cool because, as far as I know, this is one of the first companies to do this in a mainstream car. So people will still be able to get the tail end out and just drifting and do all those fun things that M5 drivers never really do, only journalists do. But regardless, it's still kind of cool. So they have a couple different settings. They have normal mode, so it's just normal all-wheel drive, driving around the snow. It's fine. And they have sport all-wheel drive, where I believe it's around 70 to 80% of the power is sent to the rear wheels and the rest is sent to the front. So it allows a little bit of slip, but not too much. So you can still have a little bit of fun, but it won't really push as much or anything like that. So it's for sporty driving, so that's why I call it the sport mode. Then you can have a rear wheel drive where the 100% of the power is sent to the rear wheels, and you can slide around, do all these crazy things. So I kind of wanted to talk about this because I thought it was kind of cool. I know there are some other companies that are always messing around with all-wheel drive. So say Subaru is really well known for the all-wheel drive. All of their models have it besides the BRZ. A lot of it's symmetrical. The STI, you can kind of change some things. There's torque vectoring in a lot of new cars, whether that's by brakes, but by the actual computer sending power places, of which this new M5 does have. So I kind of dig this idea of having rear wheel drive and all wheel drive. So if you want to like have fun, hoon around, go to the track, then there you go. And then if you want to say you live in a snowy climate or something like that, and it's snowing or it's raining, or you want that extra traction, you can just hit normal and boom, done. It's kind of cool. I really like this. I'm kind of curious to see if this takes off for more companies, if it kind of catches on or what. But yeah, I think BMW is doing something pretty cool here with that. I think it could really catch on with maybe smaller cars like the M3, say. If they're, I don't know, actually, I feel like the M3 will never be all-wheel drive, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe with bigger cars they might do this. So yeah, cool things coming from BMW. M5 is going to be a beast, a monster. The new 5 Series is already amazing. So yeah, the M5 can't be any worse. So yeah, I think that is all I have for you today. As I get here to Sky Zone, we're gonna have a whole lot of sweaty times and go on the new obstacle course they have here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That is all I have for you for this week. Check out a video coming out soon. Wednesday we will have a Camaro 4-cylinder turbo review coming out. Check out reviews I did last week. I did a Taurus show and things like that. So cool things coming to the channel. Don't subscribe for more videos coming out. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Thomas. This is Give Shift. See you guys next time.